Okay, for the final section of topic 16, make and test generalizations. Okay, basically what that means is that we're going to be given a group of shapes, a group of polygons, and we're going to try and identify patterns, similarities, differences, and so forth. Okay, so we have a quadrilateral, a pentagon, and a triangle here, and we're going to try and kind of make some generalizations. What do they all share? What do they all have? And then we'll test them. All right? So, looking at this, you don't want to say something like they all have sides, because that's too general. We want to be a little more specific than that. But one thing I notice is that they all have the same, well, I think they all have the same number of angles as they do sides. Okay, so here's my first generalization. Same number of angles and sides. I'm not saying that the triangle has the same amount of sides as the pentagon. What I'm saying is the triangle has 3 angles and the triangle has also 3 sides. Okay? And I look up here and I see a lot of right angles, so I'm going to say they all have 2 right angles. Okay? So now I've made some generalizations about these shapes, and now it's time for me to test them. So I'm going to test the first one. And the way I do that is I'm just literally going to count the shape's sides and the shape's angles. So over here on our quad, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Let's see, 1, oh, that's a right angle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's 4 and 4. Okay, now let's test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. Okay, so far so good. And we'll check our final one. 1, 2, 3 sides. 1, 2, 3 angles, and you should know that because it's called a triangle. 3 and 3. So this generalization is good. That's a solid one. Now I'm going to go to my next generalization. They all have 2 right angles. Well, this one has 4, but it has at least 2, so that's good. This one has 2 right angles, right? These 2 down here. So far, so good. 2 of my 2 shapes I've looked at have 2 right angles. Oh, this one does not have 2 right angles. Okay, this one only has 1. So this is an incorrect generalization, but it's not the end of that generalization. It just means I need to revise it. So they all have at least 1 right angle. Is that fair to say? Yeah, I think that's fair to say because I just looked at it. Okay? So I've taken a generalization I made at the beginning. It was wrong, but I've edited it. I've revised it to something that is now correct. Okay? And that's really make and test generalizations, right? Look at the shapes. Let's do it for a set of letters real quick. Okay? I have A, V, M. Okay, that's one group. And then I have C, S, B. Okay? Well, what do I say about this? They all have acute angles. I could say that. I think they all have acute angles, right? Oh, the angles are so cute. This one, they all have curved lines. Okay? These ones all have lines of symmetry. Oops, that's supposed to go down the middle, middle, middle. Bam. These ones, this is how line of symmetry. No, no, no. These ones do not all have lines of symmetry. And that's basically all it is. I'm just looking at a set of shapes of any kind, and I'm figuring out what it does have, what it doesn't have. And that's it. Okay? You could do this. You could do this very well. All right? I will see you later.